you guys pretty much wrapped everything up in Aberton, and we're continuing on to the Hermitage, where you guys knew that Mayor Aber, he left several days prior to get you an audience with the monks there at the Hermitage. Well, a couple of days have pretty much gone by, and there's been no mayor come back, and so the town has concerns, especially with Nellen Drend, the priest slash banker of the town. So you guys had set off to the Hermitage of the Blessed Lightning. Now I'm going to share you guys I'll show you guys a map in just a second. But I think where we left off was you guys had an uneventful trip. It was to the west of Aberton, and you guys are on the path that's leading down to the Hermitage. Well, it's basically there's a path that's following the sea cliffs. So as you're, kind of skimming your way along this path, you can look over and, you can hear and see the waves crashing. You can kind of, it's like a 50-foot drop down, but you can still feel like mist and stuff coming over and kind of refreshing you and cooling you down. So you guys are skittering along the sea cliffs, and then you come to an opening, and there's no guides, there's no rails, so it's like, this is just like not safe at all. Obviously, it's sort of like this dangerous roads in like South America, to where, you got like 2 inches of space between falling 1,000 feet and your tires. So that's pretty much what it is. But you guys make the trip, you survive it, and you get to the Hermitage, and the outside of the structure is made of a blackened stone, and it looks like it's charred. So it's not paint, but it's charred. But you know that Gazra is the deity of this hermitage, and especially with Kang, that lightning and water and wind is basically associated with Gazra. So it looks like there have been thousands and thousands and thousands of lightning strikes over the years, over the decades, that have hit this building, and it's kind of charred it and, kind of weathered it a little bit. So I'm going to give you guys the map now, and this is where you're at.
And we're all back to one hero point now, right?
You guys are back to one hero point. We'll start every session with one hero point. So we'll kind of, if someone wants to put 0-10 on autofollow or something like that, right click and autofollow. Wouldn't that be nice? So as you guys can see on the right, you can hear the waves still crashing, but the cliff is kind of rescinded back a little bit, and that's where the Hermitage is. Now, as you're walking up to the Hermitage, and you guys, you smell the sea, crashing, and, there's waves that are kind of splashing over. The seas are rough today. And you guys can look over the cliff wall, and you can see that, there's a cliff drop below you. Now, you see 2 sets of doors, right? There's one set of door that's directly to the north, double set of wooden doors, and then there are the doors to the temple, which you can see, obviously it's the temple. But the other doors, you're not too sure what those doors would lead to. But as you guys are starting to, make your way...
Can you share the map again, Dave?
Sure, yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. But you guys can see, there's some movements on your right-hand side where there's a couple of creatures that are kind of sludging their way along. And I will give you an image of what these things look like. And these two creatures are going to be on the right-hand side. And this is what they look like. And this is where they're located. So they're kind of located between the actual hermitage itself and also the double doors that are to the north. And you guys can move around and you guys can see the walls of the hermitage and stuff. And I'll kind of use 010. But you guys won't be able to see anything 010 can see now because he's out of line of sight. Which is a shameless plug here for Fantasy Grounds, but yeah, the line of sight is pretty amazing.
So have we ever seen those kind of creatures at all before?
I would probably say no. But then again, you can give me a check. They would be considered an animal. So if you can give me a successful nature check. All right. Yeah, I will say yes, you have seen these. Seeing that you've been on the island for a while, you know these creatures as slurks. And they're basically like a tusked frog beast. They're native to underground layers, caves, cliff ledges, stuff like that. And legend has it that these were created by dwarves many, many centuries ago. They were trying to create these and crossbreed these in the Underdark, basically, to become mounts. That's what they wanted to use the slurks for. That's what the legend is.
Are they aggressive?
Yes, they are. You do know that they are aggressive. And they pack quite a hefty punch also.
So run inside, or should we deal with these things, guys?
Well, that's not good.
They're kind of they're just kind of looking at you. They're seeing what's going on. They're just kind of watching you.
Are they big enough to swallow a goblin?
No, they're not big enough to swallow a goblin. They're a regular medium-sized creature. But it seems like they aren't showing too much aggression right now. So,
hey, maybe we can scare him off and shoo him back into the water.
So High Fang will put his hand on Emu's back and like push him forward just a little bit while he steps back.
Just go get him, Tiger.
Yeah, go scare him off, man.
Yeah, it's like I hate to go in there and then have them come up behind us if they're aggressive. So.
I'll cast dancing lights kind of in front of them. Hey, I just learned this new ability of making little glow balls. Maybe that'll scare them off. So I'll cast some. It's got a range of 120 feet, so I'll make them kind of pop, kind of in front of the frog. Let me do an arrow here for you. A slurk.
Yeah, you can create up to 4 floating lights.
So I'll put one kind of right there, and then I'll have it start kind of moving around them and, kind of up and down through this area here to, basically in between us and it so that it doesn't scare them towards us, maybe?
Sure.
Just to see if they react to the lights at all.
All right. I'm going to do a flat check. There you go. Kang, there's your flat check. I'm doing a flat check. Oh, these things, they get a look at the orbs, and these things slink right back over the cliff. So they're basically just kind of, they're like a big old blubbery seal, basically, that are, you see on Nat Geo or something like that are just kind of, basting in the sun, roasting in the sun. They just kind of slink right over the cliff. They just drag themselves right over the cliff. So they were definitely scared by the lights, that's for sure.
Hey,
Good job, man.
there, Emma.
Oh, thank you. Sometimes I get scared by the lights too, but those are not too bad.
Nice. Hey, you always get, experience for combat or non-combat, depending on, however whatever tactics you use. So yeah, there's the double doors to the Hermitage, and then there's also some double doors to the north as well. From the north to where you and Omi are at, Emu.
I don't know if I'm good at talking to monks, so maybe King, you could probably talk monk. You know how to talk monk?
I'm sure we will be able to communicate. They may not like what I had to say about their false god of thunder.
Oh boy.
Oh, wait a minute.
High Fang is the true Duke of Thunder.
I'm having second thoughts about having King talk to him about it because he's going to lecture him about their poor life choices.
You would assume correct, sir.
Too good.
Maybe I should try to talk to him, Emu. What do you think?
Yeah, everybody likes spoons.
That's true. Everybody does.
Everybody needs a spoon.
And a VIP pass.
Oh yeah, don't forget the VIP passes. So I want to remind you guys also, don't forget that you guys have those talismans and stuff that you can attach to your armor, to your weapons and stuff like that. You've gotten quite a few talismans already. I know you guys got the brooch and stuff, so make sure you guys designate what magic items you're gonna
each person is wearing.
Yeah, is wearing, because you can only have 10 in Pathfinder 2, so which is still quite a bit. But talismans are unlimited. You can have one talisman per item, and those don't count towards your magic items per day. You guys still got quite a bit of stuff in the party sheet, so we'll get that cleaned up after the end of today. I knew there was something that I forgot, and that was it. I was going to clean it up and get all that money distributed for you, but we'll take care of that afterwards.
What's this door look like in front of us?
Well, the entrance, it's actually an elaborate carved door, and it's depicting both of Gazer's forms. On the left door, he is a sky god rising from like a whirlwind with lightning, lightning coming out of his hand. And on the right, she is a sea goddess surrounded by a whirlpool. So basically air and water. And the artisanship of this door is astonishing. It costs a lot of money for these doors, or who knows, maybe the hermits actually created these doors and created all of the elaborate depictions on the door. But the door doesn't seem to be locked or anything.
You want to check it for traps, Emu? Can't be too safe,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's where I would put the trap, is right when you go to grab the thing, and you just, probably shock the crap out of you.
So I'll kind of look it over. Let's see, skills.
You reminded me of Beavis doing that.
Yeah. I guess it'd be perception, right? Not stealth.
To detect a trap? Yeah.
Or would it be stealth?
It could be, no, it would be perception.
It was on one for just a second.
Yeah, it rolled over. You're pretty confident that there are no traps on the store.
I kind of look it up and down, and I'm like,
Oh, wait a minute. I see something.
and I'll reach down, and I'll grab some dirt, and I'll throw some dirt on the handle part, and I kind of look at it some more, and I'll blow it off, and
I think I've disarmed it. It was really deadly, though. It was super, it would have shocked the crap out of you. But it's okay now if you want to go grab it on me.
You're so confident you would bet your goblin life that there's no traps on these doors.
Yeah, I'm really confident. I would definitely bet King's life that it's safe now.
Bet someone else's life. I like it.
Alright, Omi will slowly open it up, peek inside.
All right. Yeah, feel free to hover over the door and click on the closed. There you go.
All right, it looks safe inside, guys.
Yeah, so as you walk in, I'm going to kind of put 0 right here as well. Oh, that was sorry, I meant to move 0. Basically, this is a stone chamber. It has 4 major columns, basically, that are dominating this room. 2 of the columns are shaped like trees, and 2 of the columns are shaped like coral. And there is a very large green curtain that is in front of you. And the curtain is in front of you. There you go. It was actually open.
You don't see that every day. I whisper to you guys. Strange.
There's also doors to the north, to the south. And they're wooden doors.
I'll peek behind the curtain.
Sure.
That's a very goblin-y thing to do.
Yeah, you peek behind the curtain, you see quite a few more doors. You see 5 more doors in a 15-foot wide hallway.
It's empty over there, but there's like more places to go.
All right, let's check these places in here out first. What do you think?
Sure.
So I'll go over here. I'll check this door for traps or alarms or anything.
I'm going to aid Amu on all these, but I'll only roll. So it's not to like spam it up with aid rolls. I'll only roll if a 1 to 2 point. If 1 to 2 points would make a difference.
There's also a couple of... You see that there's a couple of men behind the curtain as well.
Men?
Men, yes. They look like this. They look like men of the north. And of course, that's what Emu sees. I should have dropped it on his
Oh, yes, sir.
image. But
Okay, so it's not actually empty. There is like a couple dudes, but
there are a couple.
but other than those dudes, it's empty. And maybe some other stuff.
Yeah, and the 2 guys are kind of they're kind of on one side of the hall and the other's on the other side of the hall. So
Well, should we introduce ourselves to them or just go traipsing around this private property?
that's up to you guys.
What do you think, Amu? Did they look nasty?
They kind of all look the same to me, like if you're not wearing different clothes. So every once in a while, one of them will have a beard or something that I can kind of tell the difference. But most of you guys, I'm sorry to say, you guys kind of look the same to me. So I don't know.
They're all over 6 foot tall. They're definitely
Some of them-
they're tall men, that's for sure.
They're big, beefy looking people.
Yeah.
They're probably like a guard. I would think they're maybe like a guard.
Ah, okay.
So they might not like if I break into the different, rooms here, but let's check this door.
And I'll try to see if the door opens in front of me.
Sure. The door is definitely unlocked.
I saw somebody just fly across the screen super fast.
Did you really see somebody? Yeah, I was gonna I was gonna move the token before you open up the door.
He's like a ninja.
Yeah, this is basically a room with a table in it. Maybe possibly a waiting room. It's got some simple furnishings in it, like a table and some chairs. The stone walls are basically bare. The furniture doesn't look too comfortable, but there is a copper vessel that's filled with water on the table. Clean drinking water.
I'll go over and
As a ghost
pour myself
flies
a
through the
drink.
room.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. There's some cups. You can get a drink. It's nice, cool, fresh water.
Was I standing on that person?
You were not standing on any person at all, actually.
There's ghosts here for real.
Yeah, there were some double tokens. But that's the room to the north.
All right. That one looks okay. Let's check this one here.
No other doors in there?
Doesn't seem to be.
Yeah. Now to the south, this is looks like a storage room. There's a lot of supplies, a lot of empty crates, and you can actually see the seal of Aberton, and Aberton that's been stamped on the crates and boxes and stuff. So this is basically storage for.
So the mayor
stuff.
said, or they said that they basically we do provide, like the city of Aberton does provide them with stuff. So this is not unusual that they would have city of Aberton stuff here.
That is correct. Yep. Ah, good call. You remember that? Nice. But yeah, there's a few wooden casks that have some salted pork. There's a couple of barrels of mead. There's a crate of parchment paper, a couple boxes of ink and goose quills. And that's pretty much everything in here. Now, as you are kind of looking around, why don't you seeing you're the only one in the room, Emu, why don't you give me a perception check? In fact, you don't even need to do that because I'm sure you're probably looking around anyway. So you do find that there is, in one of the crates, there is a small vial. Looks like some type of elixir.
Okay. So I'll grab one of the things of mead, and I'll kind of pop it open, take a little sip out of that.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff. That's good.
Some quality control.
Yeah.
I just got to make sure Aberton's giving them the good stuff, because that could have been the source of the problem.
And then I'll look and find the elixir. And hey, King, what do you think this thing is?
I don't know. Was it? Let me see.
I'll like sniff it a little bit, and then I'll hand it over to him.
Sure.
Can I try and identify it in some form or fashion?
If you have some type of spell, or is it magic? You'll need to detect magic first. And then if you can use any kind of skill check or spell to determine the magical qualities of it, sure.
Okay. Not sure, bud. I'll toss it back to Emu. Put it in your pouch.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I put it on the party sheet. On the party sheet, it is unidentified.
I'll cast a detect magic spell real quick. See if anything around is magical.
That's a cantrip anyway, isn't it? I believe detect magic. Is that a cantrip, or is that a spell slot?
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, it's magical. It has magical properties for sure.
Yep, it's magic.
Definitely is. But as to what, you do not know. All you know is it is an alchemical elixir. It does something.
Does it smell good?
It's got like I would say it has a spicy smell to it.
This probably tastes pretty good on rat.
It's rat marinade, magical rat marinade. Yeah, plenty of rats still. I mean, from that encounter with the druid. So
I'll peek through I'll basically pop through to the other side of the curtain here.
Okay.
There's a guy in the room.
There's two guys actually in the room, and what is, as you pop through you open up the curtain, you pop through. There's actually two guys in here that are kind of in the corner, beating on another guy, and then you recognize this guy as the mayor, and they're basically they're giving him the business basically in the corner. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. We got to roll initiative at this point.
Yeah.
They see us. beating up our mayor, if I recognize the mayor, because the mayor is well, the sheriff was a female, the mayor's a male, right?
Correct. Yeah.
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 Aber?
The sheriff was found dead. So yeah. Yeah. So they're giving Mayor Aber the business basically. And these guys have tridents. They're not using their weapons on them, but they're basically just working him over. Mayor Aber looks like he's been all beat to hell and stuff. He doesn't look like he's faring too well. And as you guys, rip through the curtain and everything.
You want to try that on somebody smaller?
Oh! One of them turns around. What? And roll initiative.
And I won't use stealth for initiatives. Well, I guess if you pop in and catch him by surprise, maybe you can still. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I'll roll initiative for 0. Kang will get at least a 25 probably. He's got a 23 while he's still right on par. All right. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll start with the some of one of the warriors is initiative first. And as you guys are busting through the curtain, all of this has happened simultaneously, and one of the doors busts open. And as it busts open, another one of these warriors, making it 3 warriors, are now in your presence. And this guy will go ahead and he's going to shield up. So he's going to put a shield up, and then he's going to attack. He's going to attack Omi. So I'm going to go ahead and put a shield up.
Does he have weapon out as well?
Yeah, they've got tridents, all 3 of these guys. So I will go ahead and attack Omi with a trident. A 19 is a hit. So Omi, you will take just a little bit of damage. I like how their tridents do 2d8. That's pretty awesome. Omi, you take 10 damage. Dang. Yeah. So that's it for him. That's all 3 actions: movement, shield up, and attack. Kang, you're up now.
So Kang will take 2 actions and cast Bless. And he will shield up also for his 3rd action.
Okay. Sounds good.
So, yeah, so basically what happens is it is a 5-foot emanation, blessing from beyond. Help your companions strike true. You and your allies in the area gain a +1 status bonus to attack rolls.
Nice.
So should I drop that effect on everyone now and they adjust it as they come out of my range? Or
you and your allies in the area gain a +1 status bonus to attack rolls. Once per turn, starting the turn after you cast Bless, you can use a single action to maintain it and concentrate to increase the emanation radius by 5 feet. So it looks like it's 5 foot starting now, so it will affect Omi and Emu also. Next round, it will go to 10 feet, and it sounds like every round thereafter, it will just continue to emanate another 5 foot. So, yeah.
So just drop the effect on everyone?
You can drop it on Omi and Emu right now, because 0 is 10 foot. There you go. Oh, nice. Attack +1, duration of 10. I like it because it's got a 1 minute duration. All right. Very good. There's 2 actions, and then your third is an attack, correct?
No, I raise my shield.
You raise your shield. That's it. All right. Very good. Raise shield's nice. I like that you actually have to think to use it. It's not just, automatic 2 AC. I like that. Shields up is awesome. So, all right, let's go to Omi now. You just got clobbered for 10 damage.
Ouch! I didn't like that. And Omi's gonna turn and throw out a large handful of spoons, and they all start just swarming these three guys. As I cast Animated Assault,
Ooh,
as all these spoons just start floating around and start beating on these three guys.
very nice. Because you guys got level 2 spells now, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, you get level 2 spells. I like that. All right, so Animated Assault is a 2-action, 10-foot burst.
So I'm going to give them a save here.
So let's see, 10-foot burst. I think a 10-foot burst is based off of you. It doesn't have a point. So I don't think it will affect the human on the wall.
It's got a range of 120 feet on it.
Oh, so it does have, okay, so it does have a point, and it's a 10-foot burst from the point, from the range. Okay, yeah, so you're good to go.
And I can sustain it.
Very nice. So it looks like all of these guys, well, 2 guys failed, 2 of the warriors failed, 1 was successful on its saving throw. So go ahead and roll damage now. Ooh, nice. Oh. Holy crap. Yeah, very nice. 18 damage. Oof.
All these spoons just start floating around and twirling at high speed and just start whacking against the guy's face and legs and everywhere, just like bludgeoning them.
That is nice. So is that for concentration? You said you can do this every round. Is it 1 action or is it 2 actions to maintain it?
Sustain a spell, I believe, is 1 action.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a really nice. That's a 2nd level spell too. So yeah, very nice. All right, so we are done with unless Omi, you want to do anything else. Doesn't look like it. We're going to the human warrior. This guy has just been pummeled by a bunch of spoons. So he is going to take his spear and charge in. So he'll 5, 10 feet.